So, I just set the system sound audio preview. Let's see. So, and I'm wondering if audio's coming through that webcam. Yeah, we're.
I don't want to. All right, Sin, here's the deal.
In the meantime, here, I know we've got an echo problem, but let's set the stage. This is the first match between Akiro and SlowJoe. SlowJoe is this is not Slow. Is that SlowJoe? Yeah. Okay, SlowJoe is respectively concerned because he is afraid of losing. But let's set the stage. Akiro playing with Zelda again, representing Hyrule. Perhaps to celebrate the release of Majora's Mask 3DS, which everyone knows came out on February 14th.
I'm just kidding, he does, actually. Very big fan.
Akiro playing with Zelda. He can't hear you because it's a very directional microphone, so that's Syndicate saying. So you'll have to like literally grab the microphone from my hand to hear it. We've turned up the audio a little bit, but let's see.
Here's the deal, Sin. Last night, Akiro entered a tournament at Mad River, and he played only as Link the entire time. Obviously, yours truly saw Akiro and realized that as a Link, Shane is definitely superior. However, in Grand Finals, after I beat his Link the first time, and he came back up, reset the bracket, and ended up taking my Link out. Now, it came down to the very last hit, but I have every confidence that anytime I see him again in tournament as Link, he will be destroyed.
Some bold words from Kanela, defending his what little pride he still has left after he was bested by a person who plays Link as probably a quaternary or quinary character against Link's primary, where Shane does not even in friendlies bust out a character other than Link. So, what little pride he still has left. Yes, Syndicate, his Link was crushed. Just barely. How many people ended up at Mad River last night, by the way? 19. Decent turnout. Of course, Wednesdays, hump day. The only humping is the day of the week. Unfortunately, not a very exciting place to... I don't know where I'm going with that. This is not a friendly. This is a tournament match between SlowJoe and Akiro. First match tied up here a little bit. Akiro playing behind with 83% on his stock to Fox's 6%. Of course, playing Zelda here, Akiro may be playing with SlowJoe a little bit. Tied up here a little bit. Akiro playing behind with 83% on his stock to Fox's 6%. I think most of Kanela's pride to begin with is misplaced. A real Superman would be impervious to most earthbound elements. Of course, Kryptonite, the only true weakness of Superman, remnants of his former planet gone radioactive from its journey after the exploding red sun, that nearly extincted his people. It's very heavy stuff.
He is in fact the last son of Superman.
Fox is maintaining his lead here. He's only at 66%. Zelda's on his last stock at 50. It'll be interesting to see what Akiro does here to fix the situation. A off-stage grab, no problem for Zelda as she's going to get a... Oh! And a fantastic back air is able to knock Fox out at about 75%. Now Zelda's getting fairly aggressive, trying to get the momentum in the stage, and it looks like it is playing in her favor. Fox is going to have to make some quick moves here and stay sharp, stay focused to prevent squandering this potential win. This is the first matchup, 0-0, Akiro and SlowJoe. Of course, this is probably one of the higher-seeded brackets for the evening, so this is, anytime you see Akiro in a match, should be an interesting round. Potential win. This is the first matchup, 0-0. Little grab, follow up the fire, which missed as Fox tried to deflect it. Didn't do him any good, but at least he was able to dodge it. Akiro now having a commanding control of the stage, not letting Fox get through. And this has been a complete reversal here on the final stock as Zelda has managed to maintain minimal damage while Fox kept. I think everybody has their money on Akiro here, but anything can happen. This is SlowJoe's match to win. It's also SlowJoe's match to lose. That's rhetorical nonsense, but it sounded good when I thought it in my head. I think everybody has their money on Akiro here, but anything can happen. This is SlowJoe prior to the match encouraging Akiro to pick the weakest character possible. I believe he mentioned a Ganondorf, but Akiro not able to land the fireballs, or the Din's fire, or whatever we're calling that move, yes. And, oh, and it's missed. This is a little bit of a roar coming from the audience here. Some missed opportunities. This is down to the wire. This is a very exciting finish to the match, and the down smash will do it. SlowJoe storms out of the room, goes to the bathroom, takes a piss, all while shouting in front of everybody. He's blaming the controller, and he can't do it. Oh, and as he falls out of the chair. A good amount of animation here for your Thursday evening. Of course, if you were out here at Kanela's Breakfast Club, you would be witnessing this firsthand. Never a dull moment. Akiro's face still steely and stoic, as his lack of expression is a hallmark of his play style. Much like the great Tiger Woods in 1990, well, let's say 2000, as he took 3 majors upon switching to his Titleist 20XX, first 2-piece ball used in golf, was able to sweep 4 consecutive majors, much like how Akiro is playing here today. Many would say that it is the equipment that allowed Tiger to win in a time where every PGA Tour player was using the wound ball still. Of course, by 2001, the tide had switched and nearly 90% of all PGA players were using the 2-piece construction solid core ball. Match number 2 here. Akiro took the first one. We're going to update the scoring here as we keep the same setups. Akiro won, I'm sorry, yes. And Akiro switching to Sheik to take out the guesswork from this match. SlowJoe, upon seeing Akiro's choice of character, let out a brief sigh to himself and said, well, you know what? At least I will still exist. Yes, and I would say that Akiro wants to put this to bed right now. But the match isn't off to a one-sided start. Fox is at 102, but he's worked up Sheik nicely. At least I will still exist. Have to get some KO power here, though. Yes, and I would say he's not going to get it at 65%. And oh, okay, he sees the charge smash shot, is able to avoid it, and follows up with a down. But Sheik maintaining stage control. Fox able to take it back. It's a good example here. Sheik has already worked up to 89. Fox is only at 123. He's managed to get some momentum back and have stage control. And a great follow-up down smash is able to knock Akiro off the stage. No problem recovering, using shields, and slowly trying to advance on Fox without falling victim to his projectiles. And it happens. And he's able to knock him out with one of Sheik's stronger attacks. Is that her smash forward A? Okay, smash forward A is a 2-pronged attack where she exercises her fantastic yoga abilities. Sheik, of course, is a champion yoga practitioner. Zelda learned it from Impa, one of the last Sheikah, who is actually the inventor of yoga. Fox able to do a counter here, and SlowJoe knocks out Sheik's stock, leaving it still evenly split here. Now, Fox is not playing bad at all. He seems to know Sheik's moves, and if he can't beat Akiro on skill, he at least understands the common patterns to look out here and is avoiding some of Sheik's more potent attacks. Combo from Sheik, juggling Fox in the air. He's able to get back on the ground easily. Tries a down attack and that back. That's the down B, right? That frickin' down B of SlowJoe announcing to the crowd his intentions to win. I've only got one rule. Everyone fights. No one quits. If you don't do your job, I'll kill you myself. You get me? Starship Troopers, anybody? No? 1996, fantastic movie. Rico's Roughnecks, come on. That movie's, of course, oh, and he's going down the stage, but he's able to snap back on that easy recovery in Smash 4. Sheik was going for style points, trying to insult, but let's see if it'll cost him. Fox is able to get a few percentage points here before getting knocked out. And not really. I mean, got one good hit on him and a forward smash knocks Fox off the stage. Starship Troopers was released in 1996, based off of a book written in the 30s. The movie itself reduces some of the political intrigue of the original book in favor for more of an action style. But there's, and a fantastic series of combos that humiliates SlowJoe, and he's able to get out of it. All right, and and a few grabs is keeping Fox off the stage, and a nice little twist there. She gets a little too aggressive, and Knox is unable to recover. Syndicate, I will be at the E2C12. Hopefully doing getting on the horn a little bit. We shall see. A little too aggressive, and Knox is unable to recover. In my opinion, of course, the two probably best uses of special effects, CG special effects in the 90s. It's not over. Fox is able to recover nicely. Starship Troopers, of course, using the bugs and a good blend of attention to detail in the spaceships. For an overall very good-looking movie, still holds up today. And, of course, Jurassic Park, which had a beautiful use of CG, which in many ways is still on the top. Oh, and a down B knocks Fox out. SlowJoe is out in a 2-0 sweep from Akiro, and SlowJoe slowly but surely walks out of the building, perhaps pacing, waiting to return. He is, of course, returning. I'm sure he will be a noble loser and shake hands